Let's talk about floaties. They are the most popular hookbaits in South Africa because of their buoyancy, different forms, and different textures. For example, this is your caramel one. It's a hard floaty, and the miracle of floaties is that they float in water. They don't sink and they don't get stuck in mud, and they literally lift up the hook so that it floats. This one was caramel, as I mentioned, it's a hard float. This one is a garlic scented one. To show you the difference, this one is a bit bigger, but they all float. Then you get your super soft ones like this one that is white. It is super soft and you can literally break it in your fingers. Some of them leave a residue in the water. This one is now, for example, your smaller, harder floats. See, that doesn't break, also floats in the water. Now, these ones are your super soft ones that float, but they also leave off a sort of residue. It's like a mini marshmallow for fish in the water. As you can see there, it turns the water immediately orange as soon as that hit the water. This one you typically use for carp fishing. This is another hard one. See, it doesn't break, but it's super small. The most popular brand in South Africa is Supercast because of their wide range of products. As you see there, most of the floats doesn't leave a residue. Some of them are like pellets. They are super hard, but if you break them, they form a powder. As you can see there, that forms a powder immediately. Same with this, it's the same type, but it has a fireball flavor. They sometimes leave a residue in the water, but not always. And it also breaks and turns into a powder consistency. This is an ebony one. You get many different types of the same name, but different types. As you can see there, it's round, doesn't have any spots. It's called ebony. Doesn't really leave a residue in the water. This one is all called ebony, but has spots. Does the same in the water, doesn't leave any residue off in the water. This one is Bun Spice. It's also a super hard float. Same, doesn't really give a residue. Now we get to the bit more softer floats in the back, just to show you the different effects. This one is called Lipstick. Most of your soft floats leave a fluorescent residue in the water. Like this one leaves a residue in the water also immediately. As you can see there. Some floats are simply just plain, doesn't have any effects really, but is super soft. Look at that. Also doesn't do any effects. You get other soft ones that is a mixture between the powdery ones and the soft ones. As you can see there, it's soft, but it crumbles up in the water like that. Same with this. This is another hard one called Glucom. This is just to show you the base heights for carp. As you can see there, that's just a normal hard one. This is another super soft one. It's like a marshmallow. Also doesn't really give off any residue. Then you get your bigger ones. Now these ones are like tubes. You use it normally for bigger fish like big carp and barbers, and they come in many different forms. This is another one. That is really the best one to use as it is so soft. If you're fishing for carp, soft ones are normally the best ones for carp. You can just use and they immediately give off a reddish leaf in the water. Look at that. That effect you really want to stop because that is scent in the water is really good. Look at that. This is another hard one. Same thing. Doesn't really give off anything in the water. This is the same one as that first white one that is bigger. Different flavor. This is just to show you the basics of hook fishing along with this one. The soft open door. Now you also get many different other types of hook baits for fisherman fishing, like this corn one with different flavors like this garlic. Then you get tiger nut, that's also very popular in South Africa. That you can also put on a hook, but it's much different. Then we get to your different types of dough you can also find. For example, they come in this. This is just a normal white one. This is fluorescent. Now fluorescent is just like your other powders. If I can show you. As soon as you dunk a floaty in this and throw it in the water, that also gives off an immediate reaction in the water, coloring that water immediately.